Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nirali Vagela. Today, I'm going to give presentation about stream of consciousness as narrative technique. This is my academic information, table of content, research question. To, to what extent does the stream of consciousness technique blur the boundaries between objective reality and subjective perception? Hypothesis. The use of stream of consciousness blurs the distinction between objective reality and subjective perception by allowing characters' internal thoughts and emotions to shape the narrative, making the external world a reflection of their inner experience. Introduction. Stream of consciousness is a narrative mode that seeks to portray an individual's point of view by giving the written equivalent of character's entire mental process, whether that process is logical or illogical, associative or barely coherent. The approach is meant to reflect the unbroken flow of thoughts and awareness that characterize the waking mind. It is a literary technique that is characterized by associative leaps in thought and lack of some of all punctuation and logical sequencing. Key characteristics subjectivity. Stream of consciousness is subjective because in fact character of stream of consciousness are self-centered and they think about their self more and the inner thought. Non-linearity. The stream of consciousness is non-linearity because it's not in chronological way, we don't think in chronological way. Language. The language in stream of consciousness is fragmented, ungrammatical and unconventional. Technique. Internal monologue. Direct presentation of a character's thought as if speaking to themselves. Free association. Ideas and feeling linked in a chain, moving from one to another without logical connection. Disrupted syntax. Sentence structure can be broken or unconventional. Lack of punctuation can be used to mimic the continuous flow of thoughts. Purpose and effect. A stream of consciousness provides deep insight into character psychology, create a sense of immediacy and authenticity, can mirror the complexity and fluidity of human consciousness, challenge traditional narrative conventions. About psychologists. The term stream of consciousness was first coined by psychologist William James in The Principle of Psychology in 1893 when the describes its earthly consciousness as an uninterrupted flow, a river or a stream are the metaphor by which it is most naturally described. The term quickly came to mean a narrative mode that seeks to give the written equivalent of character's thought process and is sometimes described in terms of interior monologue as such indifferent from the dramatic monologue or a soliloquy where the speaker addresses the audience or an implied receiver. Psychological background. William James gave 5 points about stream of consciousness in the principle of psychology. First, every thought tends to be part of personal consciousness. Second, within each personal consciousness, thought is always changing. Third, within each personal consciousness, thought is sensible, continuous. Fourth, it always appears to deal with object independent of itself. Fifth, it is interested in some part of this objective to the exclusive of other. These are the example of books which use stream of consciousness. These are the writer who use stream of consciousness. First, Ulysses. Ulysses is novel written by James Joyce. He took reference from Homer's Odysseus, in which in that story character are in both story character don't want to go home. In this and they struggle to Miss Dalloway. This is by woman who belong to high society, and she struggled to maintain her life, and it's she beloved. It's by Toni Morrison. In this novel, Seth is main character, and she killed her daughter because someone is behind her. And conclusion. Stream of consciousness is literally a technique that portrays the continuous, unfiltered flow of characters' thoughts and feelings. It breaks traditional narrative structure, offering a more direct and fragmented view of mind, often capturing memory, sensory impression, and subconscious musing. Writers like Joyce and Woolf use it to explore a deep psychological state and human experience. Reference. Thank you. Any question?
Hello. 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 Uh, Ni- Hello, Nirali. My question is for you. How can stream of consciousness be used to explore themes of mental illness or confusion?
Stream of consciousness use a theme like mental illness and confusing in novel like Beloved, like a woman who, who become part of racism, and with that how she killed her daughter, and slavery, and this whole part are involving, and that make her trauma and regret for regret. And some critic like T.S. Eliot and Hemingway criticized stream of consciousness. They said that it's fragmented, unclear, complicated, and self-indulged. Next question.
Nirali, my question is what is the difference between intermonologue and stream of consciousness?
The difference between internal monologue and stream of conscience is that interior monologue is well structured, well grammatical, and use logical way, while stream of consciousness is not used in traditional grammatical and fragmented and unclear, complicated. That's it. Thank you.
From your login ID.